This is not one man's song. This is for the whole blood, living and gone, of two names that crossed the cold western sea, for every Cotter, for every MacDougall, for the ones who pulled the oar and the ones who never knew their name. Two men stand at the head of this, a mother's father, a father's father. 900 years apart, the same grey water under both.
From Barret, drowned! From Otter, fallen! From Thorfinn's hand, a crown! From the raven, from the dark, from the two, one blood. One begins in fire, one begins in fire. One begins in flight, one begins in flight. Both begin in losing, and both end up kings. So learn the words before the water turns all away. Hold the water! Otter, boy!
Two bloodlines, one Irish, one Hebridean, both Norse to the bone. Cross paths twice across 9 centuries before they ever become one family. This album is for everyone who carries either name. It was made by Eric James MacDougall for his son, Max James Cotter MacDougall, in whom the two lines finally permanently become one. Here is how they got to him.
Holloway.
And the roll call. From Barret, from Otter, from Thorfinn's hand,
from the raven, from the two, one blood. My father's name was the word for fear. And the cold comes in, Otter's son, and I rode us here. And the cold comes in, Ragnall sails on a bone-white sea. The grandson of Ivar come for me. Holloway, the first of the name to die. Manu, the water's red. Almost all of the army dead. The man goes down, but the name stays whole. Otter's blood in the salt and the cold. Pull, boys, pull till there's none to row. The first hard mark in the book below. 900 years they'll speak this name, and not one will ever know my face. No king, no crown, just a stroke and a stand. The first round band of the feared army's band. Pull,
and the cold comes in.
The year is 914. The annals of Ulster record Barret, son of Otter, destroyed in a sea battle off the Isle of Man. The first hard mark the Cotter name leaves in history. The mother's line begins not with a crown, but by drowning. Hand! Pull! Manu! Otter's blood! They burn the isles behind my back. Step, and the road goes on. Bare legs fire on the Morven track. Step, and the road goes on. I had a hall and a headland once, now a stick, a son, and a stranger's hunt. Walk away from the lost lands one by one. Long road south and the salt in the eye. The isle's gone black on the western sky. But a beaten man can raise a son, and a beaten son can take it back. Step, boy, step, on the Morven track. I won't die a lord, I'll die a man. But the road bends back where the longships ran, and the blood remembers the western gate, and the son of my son will set it straight.
Around 1098, the Norse king Magnus Barelegs ravages the Hebrides Gilladamnon of the Isles, grandfather of Summerald,
is driven into Irish exile. The father's line begins the same way the mother's did. In defeat, both will have to claw their way back to the sea. Step south. Take it back. Table, or it's silver from your face. Pay the Norse! Pay the Norse! The longship's in the harbor and we've come to take the place. Pay the Norse! Pay the Norse! Munster bends or Munster bleeds. The choice is plain and old. The nose or the silver, and we just as soon have gold. Air gets Royne, the nose money's due. A coin for the crown, oh, we're coming for you. From Caithness to Cork, the dark ships ride. Pay the fair army, or pay with your pride. They'll call it cruel for 1,000 years, and cruel is what it was. But cruelty built the harbour town, and cruelty bought the cause. And the same blood learns the harp in time, the same hand learns to pray. But tonight it takes the nose tax, and tonight the Norse get paid. The Otter dynasty ranged from Caithness to Cork, taking tribute by the sword. The nose money, pay or be maimed. This is the Cotter line at its cruelest, before it ever became Cork lords or Gaelic poets. The fair army earned its name. Pay the Norse, er gets Royne. Twice they threw me off this rock. Turn the bar, turn it slow. Twice the Manxman broke my dock. Turn the bar, turn it slow. So I came by night to Ramsey shore, and I hit 300 in the wood once more. Wait for dawn, wait for the roar. Sky Hill, the wood comes alive at the light. 300 at their backs in the grey of the fight. King Ori on the headland, the island is won. The Crovan blood begins, and it runs to a sun, sun, sun. They'll call me Ori in the songs they sing. The lawgiver, the sea king, the first true king, and a daughter of my blood. In 100 years we'll marry the dark stranger and dry his father's tears. 10/7 Eddie, God-dread Crovan takes the Isle of Man by ambush at Sky Hill and founds the Crovan dynasty. Manx legends, King Ori. His great-granddaughter Ranghild will marry Summerald the MacDougall. Sea kingship enters through her. Through the mother's blood, Sky Hill, King Ori! Turn the walk the long road south. Haul away, haul away. I'll sail it back with a sword in my mouth. Haul away, haul away. 500 spears for the Morven strand to burn my name back into the land. Haul away, 500 strong. Haul away. We've waited long, back to Morven, back to the stone, and not one of us coming home. The beach ran red before the noon, the sails still folded the tide too soon, but I gave the world a thing worth more than the haul I died for on the shore. Summerld's father, Gilbride, raised some 500 men to win back the lost lands of Morven, and was killed trying 2 generations of the father's line, both beaten, but this defeat bred Summerld, the one who would finally turn the tide. Haul away, 500! Good Friday and the gulls go quiet. Round she goes, round she goes. Brian's army at the riot. Round she goes, round she goes. I lead my men neath a Dubgall's sign, the dark foreigner banner, the old front line. Round she goes, Otter the black, Clontarf water and no way back. Mark that name in the falling rain. A Dubgall rises and a Dubgall's made again. I'll fall on the tide with the foreign dead, the fair and the dark and the raven fed. But listen close where the cold sea turns. My children's children make the name I serve. 114, the Battle of Clontarf. Among the Norse dead is Otter the Black of the Cotter line, fighting under a commander named Dubgall. Hold that name. In 142 years, this same family will crown a Dubgall of its own. Round she goes, Otter Dub. You think you saw one man at Clontarf? There were 2. Same field, same side, same grey morning. One carried the Fear Army's blood. The other carried the Raven banner of Orkney. And 900 years from now, both empty into one boy. On the pole who'll carry it on, the man who lifts it, his life is gone. The sayer swore it, the bearer dies. So lift it for the raven flies. The Friday spears coming down like rain. Pull the line, hold the lane. Brian's tide is breaking through. One more banner, one more crew. Whoa. Lift the raven, the bearer falls. Lift it again when the next man calls. 3 men dead and the pole still flies. Hold the line till the standard dies. Heave it up, let the raven scream. 2 grey banners on the one red stream. I am the Earl and I gave the word. Hoist my banner though it kills the third. I lead the dark men under Dubgall's sign, and the Raven and the Fear Army hold one line. And we don't know yet that the blood's the same. Lift the raven, the bearer falls. Lift when the next man calls. 3 men dead and the pole still flies. Hold the line till the standard dies. Heave it up, let the raven scream. 2 grey banners on the 1 red stream. The 4th man looks at the pole and the dead. Every hand that lifts it bleeds out red. But he spits in his palms and he takes the weight, for the grip don't open even at the gate. Lift the raven, the bearer falls. Lift it again when the next man calls. Lift it again when the next man calls. At Clontarf in 1014, the Earl of Orkney's raven banner was cursed. Whoever carried it won the day but lost his life. And the saga says, man after man lifted it anyway, until none would Sigurd the Stout, who flew that banner, his Ragnhild's ancestor, the MacDougall side. And somewhere on that same field, on the same north side, fell Otter the Black of the Cutters. They never knew each other. 2 doomed lines,